So, I've looked into it. It's because I'm walking on my toes all the time. All of my leg muscles are large, like both my calves, as well as, like my thigh muscles are all very, like, lean and strong and big. And I don't work out or anything like that. I don't.
Right now, wear it, I guess. I like it because it's comfortable, but people are going to be saying gross shit about fucking man boobs and shit when it's just a shirt. Then I'm not going to wear it anymore. Let's hit some goals, all right? We didn't do it last night. Let's hit it on this stream. Please support the stream. Particularly memberships and subs would be great. I got a bunch of tips this morning, but memberships and subs would help out a lot. Stuff. By the way, Iron Chef Sakai with an incredibly generous $100 super chat. It actually was $99.99. Thank you, Iron Chef Sakai, for that.
We're getting back to my roots today. I absolutely had to cover this, and I don't have the time to sort and snip my own archive, so I'm pilfering from Snort Hogan and Doody streams yet again. It'll be a shorter video today, but a very busty vid? I'll see myself out.
Well, let me tell you something, brother!
Snort, snort, snort,
Hogan.
Drip.
snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
All right, people have been insulting me all day just to show you. It's the shirt. Look. It's the actual shirt. Because people keep...
Except for the fact that we can still see your man mammaries when you flatten your shirt. I'm sorry if you haven't seen this, but yes, he's trying to say that when he flattens the shirt, it makes the moobs go away. You know, despite this.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man.
And for the billionth time, I only critique Phil about this because of the fact that he notoriously claims to be skinny fat or strong or fit. I mean, my intro, where he talks about his calves, that's, I think, from less than 6 months ago. And as a fitness enthusiast, I'm going to call it out when the guy with the milkable man cans wears a shirt that accentuates his fat. Maybe that makes me petty, but I'm okay with it here.
Like, dude, it looks like you have big boobs. No, this shirt for some reason is like fucked up and like bundles up right here like this. It's the shirt. It's not me. Look, this is actually me flat to my chest. I'm not stuck in it. Look. It's the stupid shirt. It's so dumb. I don't know why the shirt does that, but it does that for some reason. I think it's worn out. When I used to wear it, it was like not as stretched out, so it actually looked fine. It looked normal, but now it's like stretched out, so now it's like baggy up here, which is not supposed to be, and then it ends up going like that. You see? It looks. Some people are like, I look like Wings and shit or Boogie. They're like, you look like Wings or Boogie in that shirt. Should I not wear it? I guess I like it because it's comfortable, but people are gonna be saying gross shit about fucking man boobs and shit when it's just a shirt. Then I'm not gonna wear it anymore.
Thanks to this, I now fully believe that time is a flat circle because just about this time last year, December 12th to be precise, I put out a video where Phil's moobs were on full display, but there is a bit of variance to the timeline. You see, in the present day, we're gonna get rid of the shirt. Back then?
What cares? It's a sweater. It's comfy. I'm not fucking a runway model here for you. I don't do makeup on my fucking face.
And for clarity, my video was put out on December 12th. He actually said this stuff in November of last year. But to my point, Phil, I'm confused. I thought it didn't matter what people said about you. I thought you didn't care. I thought you were about being comfy, that you weren't a runway model. Have we become more thin-skinned in the past year? Because if you have, season 17 is gonna be a banger.
I have plenty of other shirts that don't do that, you know, to show that it's not, that it's not me. But if people are gonna say that shit and fucking be derailing the chat all day, then I won't wear it.
Or you could just own it and move the fuck on. I mean, come on, Phil, you missed out on some classic cringe comedy. You could have done that Ben Stiller fat suit milkshake dance. On second thought, no, don't do that. The next two clips come from Doody, and I haven't pre-watched these, so let's see how much pain we're in store for.
So, we're going to start in a moment here. I think I'm going to probably go pee quick. But outside of that, we're going to start in a moment. Thank you for those who supported early. I appreciate that. Guys, we can get some more support going. I would like to hit the goal on the stream. I did not hit it last night. And I would like to hit it on the stream so we can keep moving. I want to do, of course, DSP tries it by the end of the week. So if you do the math, we're now at 63. So we need 7 more. So that means we're going to need at least 3 days of hitting all the goals, right? And then one day maybe doing half a goal, or maybe if we have a stream that's really generous and we hit multiple goals. FYI, I do have to tell you this. FYI, starting tomorrow, Smart Guys will not count towards my personal goal streak. This doesn't make sense because it's not just me. It's a show between myself and Ashton.
Phil, how many times must we remind you? When we ask you, can you be a larger piece of shit? We want you to open your eyes to your behavior. We don't want you to see it as a personal challenge. I don't know how much money they made on the Smart Guy show, but I can tell you that it shouldn't be difficult at all to tell people the next day, hey, after splitting the support with Ashton, we hit X number of goals. But no, we can't have that. This is now a payday for Phil with zero obligations to the Dents. Get fucked, peasants.
So we actually have our own plans for that show, which we're going to announce tomorrow live. So actually, technically, that's one stream less that I can't hit. And I'm not streaming on Thursday night because I'm doing my final private react video for Slayer. So that's basically 2 different streams where we don't have opportunity to hit a goal and count towards the goals counter for DSP Tries It.
Anyone else hearing the subtext here? Because I'm hearing the same delivery he would give for a, I have an errand, or the install guy is showing up, or it's going to be a tech stream excuses. And each of those subtle begments is designed to remind you, now guys, I can't actually make money that day, and that'll make my life hard as a, I don't know, incentive to give him more money now. But that's not what's happening here. What's happening here is Phil is going to get money on Smart Guys, half in fact, and that day off where he's doing private reacts, I read, I don't know for sure, but I read that he gets like $200 from Slayer to do those. So he's making money. He just wants you to know that you won't be able to push the gold forward on those days. And now that I think about it, why the fuck should that matter? Hear me out. Let's say we're at the $1,350 and support this 10-goal cycle. We only need a small $150 to hit the goal. So he goes on Smart Guys. No one donates. He takes Thursday off. No one donates. Friday starts and someone gives him $150 and he hits his goal. How is that any different than Monday, the donation came in and he got $150? The mental gymnastics here are heretofore unheard of.
So we have 2 today, 2 tomorrow, but one's an abridged indie stream, right? 2 Wednesday, 1 Thursday, and 1 Friday. So we have 8 possible streams that we can hit the goal, although, quite frankly, it's unlikely that we're going to hit it on the Tuesday stream of Indie because it's going to be very short. It's going to be an abridged stream after Smart Guys. See? So in short, let's hit some goals, all right? We didn't do it last night. Let's hit it on this stream. Please support the stream. Particularly memberships and subs would be great. I got a bunch of tips this morning, but memberships and subs would help out a lot, okay? So please contribute if you can. In the meantime, I'm just going to run and take a leak and come right back, and then we're going to start.
We're seriously back to this bit? I got a lot of tips, but memberships would be great. Why, Phil? What's the difference? Why does it matter where it comes from? I honestly want to understand this line of thinking. What itch does it scratch to have equal levels of support across memberships, super chats, and tips? Why does it matter? Excluding time to payment and the cut that YouTuber Kick takes, what's the point? Oh, wait. I think I remember now. He looks at tips as Hogan money and super chats and memberships as Bill's money. So he's got plenty of tips, but he knows that money's gone. So he's reliant on the money that he physically can't spend until the payments are released. Yeah, I think I remember realizing this before. Sorry, brain fart on my part. I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm 40. I'm basically dead at this point.
Here we go again. Beaver bothered tipping $1.50 saying, I'll tip you $20 if you beat the next boss. But he never does that. He only tips 2, and then he makes up an excuse. Which is why he's banned on YouTube. Actually, I legitimately don't remember why he's banned on YouTube. He was banned on YouTube for over a year. And then he joined on Kick, and I just haven't banned him yet. So I guess we'll see how lenient I feel. But all right, so we're going to get started again, guys. Please support the stream in some way, okay? Please do. And I would appreciate it if you did. I want to hit the goal today because, like I said, we only have 7 to 8 possible streams that we can hit the goals. One of them is incredibly short later tomorrow because I'm doing Smart Guys. So to hit some of these goals, maybe exceed the goals on a stream or 2 would be amazing, and it would ensure that we can do DSP Tries It on Friday. I want to do this New Jersey Mike sub for you guys on Friday, but we have to hit the goals, okay? What form of support is best for me? They're all good. All support is great. Subs on Kick are really good because Kick gives you a humongous portion of income compared to other sources, to be honest. But, you know, tipping is great via PayPal. I get funds right away to use for stuff. Any contributions on YouTube obviously help the channel. You know, super chats or memberships, anything is great. I would appreciate any kind of contribution if you enjoy the streams.
A few moments later.
All right, let me stretch my legs, guys. Guys, please support the stream. Right now, we're at $57 to support. We still have about another 2 hours left, roughly. But obviously, momentum has completely faded, and that sucks. Obviously, I want to hit the goal today. My ultimate goal for the week is to hit 70 by the end of the week, so we can do DSP Tries It on Friday. Okay, this New Jersey Mike's sub, this new kind of chicken that they've got. But we already had a little bit of you know, of a stall here. Yes, last night we didn't hit the goal, which is okay. We don't have to hit it every stream. But now, as you can see, today the momentum has stalled. Please support if you can in any way.
I skipped the gameplay, but there was roughly 37 minutes in between these segments, and just looking from a marketing perspective, why support the stream? He's never really answered this. He says it's fair to eat on stream so everyone can enjoy it, you guys, but never answers the question of why would anyone enjoy it. To counter this, his next question would be, well, do you have any better ideas? And with zero exceptions, every idea will be impossible or somehow unfair or scummy or otherwise bad. So once you're out of better ideas, which are better ideas, but he says they aren't better ideas, he'll chastise you with, see, this is what I don't get, you guys. Trolls say it's not a reward, but then correct, they don't tell me what I should do because they're no-life losers. But all that coping and all that seething never explains the phenomenon where people turn over hard-earned money to watch this disgusting slob of a being shovel food into his mouth. But there's my problem. I'm using logic, and we don't use logic here at DSP Space Gaming.
All right, good stuff. By the way, Iron Chef Sakai with an incredibly generous $100 super chat. It actually was $99.99. Thank you, Iron Chef Sakai, for that. That's obviously our biggest contribution of the day by a mile. We have no memberships today. We have no subs today. We have a few tips today. Thank you, Iron Chef. That is very generous. That gets us up to $162 of contributions, which means we did indeed hit one of our goals today. And that means it is time for a celebration here in Seattle. Thank you all for filling the King's coffers, for supporting the content. Sorry that it took so long to get the mods going today, but now we're full speed ahead in these catacombs getting my butt whipped, which is what you want, right? So I hope that you guys are enjoying. Thank you all very, very much for that. I appreciate that. Continue on here. And thank you, Iron Chef. Very, very nice. Oh, by the way, Iron Chef Sakai just gifted 30 subs over on Kick, folks. 30 subs. Not 10, not 20. 30 freaking subs. I have an animation for 25. Thank you, Iron Chef Sakai. That is amazing. That is the equivalent of $150. So that means, folks, we did indeed hit a tier 2 goal here on today's stream. We're at $313 of support. Now, we could hit a third goal. We hit 450. This is awesome because with this, we have now gotten to 65, meaning we only need 5 more goals hit to unlock DSP Tries It later in the week. So thank you so much, Iron Chef Sakai. Amazing. Gifted, subs, and a giant super chat. Thank you so very much, Iron Chef Sakai.
Oh, and he wasn't done, kids. As I understand it, Iron Cuck Notice Me Senpai wailed out around $800 this day. So I suppose now is as good a time as any to level where I sit with the chef. Initially, when he went full gangster, and he did go full gangster, and flexed hard on Phil, rightfully calling him out for his toxic behavior and his endless greed, I was 100% in the Iron Chef camp. I was hoping he'd come on my stream, TBS or Doody or anyone, to explain what broke the pignosis, if he was actually free, and ask why he spent so much on Phil. Sure, I've heard once a dent, always a dent, and there are definite examples of that, but I was ready to listen. I then heard his stream, and red flags started popping up everywhere. Chef said all his donations were him trolling? That made no sense to me. So, with an eyebrow raised, I was still ready to talk. Until I saw him defend Derek. My goodwill dried up at that point, and that's 100% a bias on my part, which I'm okay with. If it alienates someone who isn't a PDF and they inadvertently defended a PDF, well, then I guess I won't be engaging with that person. Trust me, you're not missing anything, I'm boring as dirt. So anyway, shortly after hoping for a redemption, I cut ties with the notion of speaking with the chef, which then led to what? 5 days now of $300 support? I miss you, Phil comments. I'm waiting for attention. Notice me, senpai behavior. Like, for real, chef, you need to see a counselor or something. This is OnlyFans level of simping, and it's not healthy. So there's my stance. The chef either sits in the hotel chair or has severe mental issues which require a professional to diagnose and treat. Anyway, one more clip today. Again, from Doody.
It'll probably backfire, but I'll do it. There. And I've used it forever, so I have no problem with that. All right, here we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We haven't played this in a bit. Coming back into it tonight, they want you to get 50 eliminations with an LMG. They also want to get eliminations 5 times where you have one weapon swap using the overkill mechanic, which is the one where you can have 2 different... why on earth are we on hardpoint? 2 different main weapons. So they want you to get a kill with one weapon, swap, and get a kill with the other weapon, and do that 5 times.
Smoke.
Huh? They literally walked through full fucking auto and took 0 hits.
Smoke.
It's awful. Absolutely awful.
Smoke.
Initiating objective control.
Smoke.
Finally got me. Damn, I killed a ton of them right there. Look at this, I even got this fucking Archangel thing.
Locking down Charlie.
Establishing smoke screen. Scout post going out.
Oh, shit, there was another one. I killed one and there was another one right next to me.
Hostile Semtex. Look out. Spotted enemy spring mine. Enemy stunned.
Nice.
Controlling Bravo.
Protect me.
Plus B. How the fuck does that make any sense?
Activating scout post.
I can't turn, are you kidding?
Smoke.
They wouldn't let me. There was some fucking... Somehow I got stunned even though no one threw a stun grenade. I was stunned as if a stun grenade blew up in my face. I was
Smoke.
like, what are you talking about?
We're losing Alpha.
Smoke.
What? The person I filled with bullets as I spawned didn't die. Wow.
Enemy UAV inbound.
So Darkside Dabbing, who literally was asking insane, stupid questions, nonstop spamming the chat and got banned for it, now wants to be unbanned. Should I unban him? Or do you think guys think he's just going to continuously ask dumb questions all night? What do you think? What was he spamming? Literally the most random shit. It was like, random question, random question, random question. Nothing has to do with anything. And he knows that they're dumb questions that have nothing to do with me. He's just spamming to spam. Excuse me. Woo, boy, okay. Jade says, no tips. No, Jade, we just started. I literally have not said a word about contributions tonight. I haven't said anything. So, yeah. You know what they say? They say, ask and you shall receive. If I don't ask, I'm not going to receive. I know that. Like, the only reason I even got $1 was because someone got banned and wanted an unban. So, I was, being nice. I was like, oh, I won't even mention it tonight. See what happens. And so far, half an hour and I got $1.
Like I said earlier, I haven't pre-watched this, so if the gameplay was boring, my bad. But Jesus Christ, the Cult Lord behavior here was on point, although subtle. Darkside Davin, I think it was, paid to ask for an unban. His bannable behavior? He was, quote, spamming insane stupid questions in chat, end quote. When all of a sudden, Danny 30075 comes out of nowhere to give a right hook with, what was he spamming? A very fair question, since the description was masked or veiled at best. The answer?
What was he spamming? Literally the most random shit. It was like, random question, random question, random question. Nothing has to do with anything. And he knows that they're dumb questions that have nothing to do with me. He's just spamming to spam.
Learn where they're uncomfortable 101, the non-answer. This shouldn't have been a difficult question to answer. If the guy was banned for questions that didn't pertain to the game, chat, or Phil, it should be easy for him to recall an example. Saying random question doesn't explain what, so I went and found him. I had the name wrong. It was Darkside Dabbing. Here are some of the egregious offenses, which is why Phil didn't want to say what they were, that I found. I left out dialogue with other streamers and some of the later questions, but please note, nothing was offensive. 1. What's your favorite currency to be tipped in? 2. What's your most memorable class from college? 3. What was your favorite side dish? 4. Do you prefer a controller or a keyboard and mouse? 5. Who's your favorite kick viewer? And there's some more, but to my point, none of these questions are offensive, insulting, or even derailing. Hell, he's literally asking questions to Phil about Phil. And this justifies the banning. Somehow. I guess I just don't understand how Phil thinks.
Have I ever used a gamer jug? What is a gamer jug? I've never heard of that one. Gamer jug. What is the font? I don't know what the... What? Gay? Okay, someone named Gay Man did a $10 super chat. Says my dad lied.
Swing and a miss, Phil. His dad died, which, Sad if true, my condolences. Surely Phil will recognize his mistake, and we can count on his compassion to show forth. Oh, and did anyone else catch that question just a second ago? How is "have you ever used a gamer jug" any different than what Darkside Dabbin said? Once again, hypocrite side Phil in full force.
But nah, didn't work. I don't know what to say. Maybe we'll bring it back if there's enough demand, but there hasn't been. You know, like I said, I tried it. All right, everyone. So here's the deal. Great streaming day today. Tonight, I'm going to upload a highlight of me struggling to get the mods working in Dark Souls. It was quite hilarious. I hope you'll check out the highlight overnight. Tomorrow, remember, there is no podcast. Tomorrow in the morning, it will be Smart Guys, starting around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time on the DSP Reacts channel, and also on my Kick channel, DSP Gaming Reel.
Sorry to make you sit through the trumpets if you're audio style, but that was a celebration of Phil not hitting his goal, so it warranted inclusion. But before I go, I want to go back to that bit earlier in the video where he said, "See what happens when I don't ask for money?" I know I covered the value or lack thereof of the eating with the hog bits, but I think this is more telling than Phil realizes. As I've mentioned multiple times, a business is typically a product or service provided that the customer wants. They actively seek it out, or they come across it by themselves, way of advertising, etc. But it's something they want to purchase. If I ran a consulting firm and the only way I could get someone to purchase my service was to beg them to support the firm, I suppose that could be forgivable to someone, say, just starting out new. However, after 16 years, if I'm having to constantly go to clients and say, "Please, let me provide you my services, please, oh please, Mr. Customer, pay me," then my business is a failure. My body of work for the past 16 years either hasn't spoken for itself or it has spoken for itself, which is why no one wants to purchase. Do you get it, Phil? When only Iron Cuck Sakai is your only source of revenue, besides $1 here and $1 there, you don't have a business, you have a sugar daddy. And eventually, with those robust man memories, he's gonna want some pics, Phil. But that'll end this one. Short, I know. But I wanted to get some content out there. I needed to further address those floppy man flaps for sure. Shout out to Snort Hogan and Doody Streams, and an enormous thank you to my members. Newbie, Neophyte, or Rat, I appreciate and am humbled by the support. Until next time, swole is the goal for a troll. Lift heavy, eat clean.
Well, I don't understand, because when he wears the button-down shirts, he looks good. But then when he wears shirts like this, oh, it's not flattering or whatever, because he actually has pecs.